Hi everybody, David and Toni Zarghami, owners of Zarghami Group with Keller Williams Realty. We're excited to bring you our latest market update. Each quarter we create the Zarghami Report. What this is a deep dive into our local real estate market statistics. This latest version is for the second quarter of 2019.
You know, just like the weather, real estate is so hyper-local, and there's huge variations from one section of our market to another. So in creating this report, we divided it into 6 specific segments so that you can jump right to the information that's most important to you.
This is the second quarter 2019 market update for the overall Sarasota market. Now we define this market as anything with a Sarasota address, obviously. We also include Longboat Key and Lakewood Ranch. The second quarter saw 2,673 closed sales. The average price was $450,000, while the median was $320,000. Average time on market was 102 days, and we currently are sitting at 4.4 months worth of supply available. So at the end of last year and in the first quarter of this year, we were having a lot of conversations about this market showing signs of shifting. We were seeing inventory increasing, higher days on market, lower prices. Gosh, what a difference a quarter can make. The second quarter of 2019 was incredibly strong, with sales up nearly 50% from the first quarter of this year. Now, partly that's to be expected because of the seasonality of our market, yet when we looked at the same time period from the year before, sales were up 2%. So we're moving in a positive direction, and after that strong run on sales, overall inventory in our market is relatively low at 4.4 months worth. Now, of course, there's huge variations in inventory from one area of our market to the next, as we'll discuss further in this report.
This is the second quarter of 2019 market update for the luxury segment. For this report, we define the luxury segment as any closed sale above $750,000. We saw 320 closed sales in the luxury market. The average price was $1.4 million, and the median or midpoint was $1.1 million. The average days on market was 181 days, and we have a 9.5 month supply of luxury properties in our market. The second quarter of 2019 in our luxury market remained steady. We saw a 6% increase in sales, and although the average price dropped just slightly, the median price stayed pretty consistent. With the average days on market at 181 days, it's a 20% increase in days on market from year over year, something we're keeping an eye on.
This is the second quarter 2019 market update for the Keys, which for our report we define as Longboat Key down to Siesta Key. The second quarter saw 382 closed sales on the Keys. The average price of those sales was $901,000. The median or midpoint price was $638,000. Time on market averaged 154 days. Currently, we see a 7.4 month worth of supply on the Keys. The story in the Keys was very similar to this time last year, with sales being off of 2018's mark by just 1%. There was an interesting divergence in terms of prices. We saw single-family home prices on the Keys trend upward, while condo prices trended the opposite direction. Inventory on the Keys is up 12% from the same time last year, so there's lots of options available if you're looking to purchase an investment or beach property.
This is the second quarter of 2019 update for West of the Trail in downtown. In the second quarter, we saw 274 sales. The average price was $725,000, and the median price or midpoint was $509,000. The average days on market was 132 days with a 7.5 month supply of inventory. Sales west of the trail in downtown were pretty consistent compared to this time last year. Something we saw is a big increase in inventory and the number of condos for sale, while single-family homes have gone down. You know, it's no wonder we're seeing so many cranes punctuating the downtown skyline.
This is the second quarter 2019 market update for Central Sarasota. We define this area as everything between Highway 41 and I-75. The second quarter saw 1,420 closed sales in Central Sarasota. The average price in this area is $274,000, while the median or midpoint price is $250,000. Time on market is a little lower here, averaging 77 days on market, and we're currently at a lower level of inventory with 3.1 months worth of supply available. Central Sarasota is where the majority of our population resides and where the largest percentage of sales take place in our market. The second quarter saw a pretty similar result to the same time last year, with sales up just 1%. With relatively low inventory at 3 months worth of supply, this is a situation that highly favors sellers. It means that the best properties come on the market and they go quickly. Great position for sellers to be in. If you're a buyer in Central Sarasota, you need to have your strategy in place to be able to identify and move quickly when you find the right property.
This is the second quarter of 2019 market update for east of I-75, which includes Lakewood Ranch. There were an even 600 sales in the second quarter of 2019. The average price was $453,000, and the median price, or midpoint, was $383,000. The average days on market was 106 days, and there is now a 4.3 months supply of inventory. So here's the deal with east of the interstate in Lakewood Ranch. It remains very consistent in our real estate market. There was a 9% increase in sales, with the vast majority being single-family homes. Inventory is still relatively low, and we still see a ton of new construction going on. So Lakewood Ranch and east of 75 remains a strong point in our real estate market.
If you want a closer look at these numbers, check out the full Zarghami report at zarghamireport.com.
And if you're interested in what these numbers mean for your specific situation, feel free to find us directly at zarghamigroup.com or give us a call.